Hey guys, it's Drabble Geek here, and welcome back to Orwell, where we are at the summary of day 3 after lots of craziness happened, I think we can say. So, just as a summary, what we did yesterday, and quote unquote yesterday, and the last episode, was we were investigating the circle wall being destroyed, as we thought the last unknown member, Nina, needed to be investigated, and unfortunately she was killed as we were trying to apprehend her. But we learned lots of things, like her real name being Nina Maternova. She was dishonorably discharged after going AWOL, or away without official leave. I believe that's what the acronym is, after her boyfriend was killed. She does have a son. Then we also did learn a couple of little things about some previous characters, such as Juliet, who for whatever reason was still at work, which I found strange, but wasn't doing well since 2017 and was in a bad relationship with her parents. There was the initiate who was in contact with Nina and Harrison for reasons and planned to hack the website of the government, but we prevented. And then we got word that Abraham Goldfels might still be around. I know, like, officially he disappeared, quote unquote, like a year ago, but like I was thinking he was dead, to be honest. But that's where we are right now. But I think the next thing we're going to do is look for Abraham Goldfels to see what's really up with him. Episode 4, Memory Hole. Alright, Symes, what do you want? Oh, back again, Well, I want to finish this game. Still can't believe what happened yesterday. We got the perpetrator of the bombings. Everything looks that way, but at what cost? I mean, she had a gun. I mean, did we do the right thing, flagging Miss Maternova as dangerous? Did we kill her in the end? I mean, you can go either way. She was technically unstable, but she was shooting. She went in shooting, to be fair. But we can't think about that right now. I wish you could talk to me, at least this one time. Speaking of, this one-way channel feels like barking at a wall endlessly. I bet. Worst of all, as you found out, Abraham Goldfels seemed to have incited and planned the assaults. We need to get him today. Some lead on him we have overlooked. We keep observing all others in case we learn something new. Alright. We're probably not going to get anything on Nina because she, well, I was about to say because she's dead, but her, at least we won't be able to use the insider one. Let's see what the paper says. I love how the first website always takes forever. So there was a jam. Someone's calling someone. Alleged perpetrator Botan bombing dead. Investigative success in Botan bombing case. Alleged perpetrator killed. Oh, come on, Symes. Listen, I don't like the report either. We need to cover the fact that this happened somewhere in public. We cannot frighten people. Sometimes their truth and ours have to diverge for the common good. Oh. The alleged perpetrator killed in her apartment. Explosive devices discovered. Did we? I don't know. Nina M., alleged perpetrator of the Botan bombings, was dishonorably discharged in 2011. The perpetrator of the recent attacks across Botan is dead. Special Forces team stormed the flat of Nina M. yesterday evening after evidence suggested that she was the lead suspect in the case. When confronted by the Special Forces, Nina M. drew a firearm and fired at police. The team returned fire, killing the suspect in the process. Upon searching the apartment of the deceased, special forces discovered nearly half a dozen additional homemade explosive devices, which Nina had created with easily accessible chemicals, hardware, and military equipment. Investigative forces have indicated that the military-grade equipment belonged to Nina M. during her military service, which she was allowed to keep when she was dishonorably discharged in 2011. That makes no sense. Why would you be able to keep bombing equipment? Whether this might pose a motive for Nina M. to commit the assaults is only speculative at this time. Upon receiving the news, Secretary of Security Catherine Delcroix showed relief. Our endeavor to find this evil individual has finally been crowned with success. I have never had any doubt with the capability of our investigative methods. This concludes a dark chapter in the history of Baton and all the nation, Delacroix stated. I highly doubt that. Who is... I don't want to listen to those two yet. Oh. A car was hit. And a gym that some dude that looks like Chris Evans opened. Fun times. Alright, let's go to the police database. So she was arrested the 15th. Well, she wasn't arrested. Of multiple homicide, arresting officer redacted, holding facility. Well, can't you say not applicable? When prompted to surrender, the suspect instead shouted out aggressively while producing a firearm, aiming at one of the executing special agents. The suspect opened fire, wounding Special Agent Redacted on the left shoulder. In defense, Special Agent Redacted drew his pistol and returned fire, as the situation briefing had already suggested to proceed with extreme caution. The suspect was hit in the chest twice, causing her collapse. An ambulance was called, but the paramedics were unable to resuscitate the target. Time of death was announced at the scene. Alright, is anything happening here? Nope. Don't care. Harrison. Oh. First time he. Off to slow start on this chilled Sunday morning. This is going to be my day. I feel it. In case anyone doesn't recognize her, let me know. So this is the life when you get good money from the National Corruptor. I get it now. People are mad at him. Alright, let's listen to his call. Yeah, O'Donnell speaking. Harrison, this is Juliet. Isn't this your office number? You working on Sunday? Look, as much as I appreciate that I'm once again so important to you, I'm in between things. Why is she working again? Harrison, Nina is dead. Quit BSing me, not funny. Take a look at the TMB if you don't believe me. What? She's been associated with the Baton bombings. I can't believe it. Nina, you stupid piece of... Why in all heck? There's more. I spoke to her yesterday. She called me. I never heard her so scared. Said she was being tracked by someone and needed to skip town. She just wanted to let me know what was going on, in case anything happened to her. Then she packed a few things and went on her way. She did message me about someone tracking her as well. Thought it was this hacker who screwed with our page. What did she tell you? She suspected someone to be wiretapping her calls. She wasn't exactly willing to talk about it. I don't know for sure, but I think it could have been the police. Oh, this is effing brilliant. How long until you discover this connection to us, huh? You might be listening to this very call as we effing speak about Nina. Why would they? We didn't do anything. Or did you? No, darn it, but it's becoming blatantly obvious those gov buttholes are trying to set us up. The bombs are exactly where we held our protests. Then those letters with the song Abe obsessed about. And now you're telling me that you've been in contact with Nina just yesterday? Pretty much the proof they've been waiting for. We're cooked, huh? You really believe that the government has it in for us? I thought you and the gov were best friends forever. Now after reading your opinion pieces, for what reason would they be after us? Why now? What did we do? Speak against them one too many times? The F do I know? We should seek help just in case. Help. Who's gonna help us? Joseph Langley might be worth a shot. Who? Cassandra's lawyer, don't you remember? That effing lawyer, what do you want him to do? Bust law enforcement? The government? He understands our situation. Abe also knew Joseph. I talked to him recently. Abe or Joseph? Bah, really, Jules? They make the laws, they break the laws. We will need to speak in a language they understand, not in one they own. So I take it you got a much better plan, huh? We need to get people on our side, turn things around. Abraham knew that. Yeah, you're right, he did know that. So now you're going to set on miraculously achieving something that Thought spent 1.5 years attempting? This is not about Thought, this is me defending myself. Well then, what's your defense plan? There is this guy, goes by the name Initiate. Might actually be a girl, who cares? Look, this hack on the Thought blog, it was a very elaborate hack. Our site is super safe. I'm not an amateur. That guy, girl, whatever, is skilled. Initiate mentioned having no sympathy for the Gov. You're going to trust a random hacker who targeted Thought simply because he said he doesn't like the government? Why would he threaten us and then work with us? Leave it to me, Jules. I persuade Initiate with ease. Imagine the possibilities with our own hacker. Okay, you know what? Have it your way. I have it mine. Arguing like the good old days. Is your UTEL alias still Jules Kerr? Might be more secure than calling each other. Yeah, it is. Let's get going. There goes my chilled Sunday morning. My mind is still spinning around what happened to poor Nina. Watch yourself, okay? What, are you worried about me, Jules? I didn't know you still... no, bye, Harry. Alright, that was a lot of information. But yay. So, Juliet, for whatever reason, is working on a Sunday, like a weirdo. Like, seriously. Saturday, Sunday, she sure works a lot, but then again, so do we. But we're the government. Someone has to work every day. She should have a Monday through Friday job. He thinks the government is setting us up. Sure. I still don't trust, but Juliet said that Abe knew Joseph, which might be how Cassandra and him got together. They know each other very well. This could be a new lead. I will consider Joseph Langley. I will request to consider Joseph Langley a target. Yet another person in our database, because we're so convinced we're doing the right thing, huh? Symes, you okay? We have clearance to proceed. We're going to need to know some basics on who Joseph Langley is. Remember to check old sources. Other than that, focus on hints to Abraham Goldfeld. He's the center, the crux of all of this. Will do. But yeah, he really is the center. So Harrison wants to work. Initiate. Well, we know the ancient is anti-governmental. We don't need to know that. I thought it was going to be him trying to contact them. Jules' contact information. Alright. And Harrison contacting Initiative. Join forces, wise butt. Hey, wise butt. I know for a fact you were messing around with Nina's PC yesterday. I have no idea who you are and why you suspect us as being involved in the bombings. For these actual circumstances, I wouldn't care less about a weirdo like you. Why I do care about you now is that Nina is now dead. Dead, you get it? As in effing killed. Killed by law enforcement. Soon enough, you will have some serious explaining to do, and it won't be me if you get what I mean. Lucky you, I'm not writing to continue this ridiculous battle or whatever it is. Now we've all made ourselves comfortable in the same sinking ship. I want to suggest something better than battling each other. You claim to be righteous? Then be righteous. Become a member of Thought. You said you're not on the government side, so be on ours. Kristen's going to do that. Wait, let me do something real quick.
Hopefully that works better now. I realized I was on the wrong microphone. I thought Mr. O'Donnell left that. Now he's recruiting for the group. Makes his exit seem unlikely. Agreed. Alright. So let's first find stuff on Joseph. So that's his picture. Why is notable? Oh, right, he was on here too. That's a really old picture. Well, that was some time ago, wasn't it? Yeah, I agree. Let's go with that one. So he has his own law office in the city. Is there anything else? No. Okay, law offices of Joseph Langley. Lol. Sounds like a little profile. I was about to say, is this Joseph? Probably not. After my release from prison, I got involved in a violent knife fight and was facing a jail term for parole violation. Joseph submitted a plea for mitigation, which was granted. Now I just spent 6 months of community service, then I'll be a free man again. New portrait. Let's see. Joseph Langley studied criminal law at Sagan University in Bonn. Instantly after his graduation in 1992, Joseph Langley partnered with Catherine Delacroix, a fellow student who is now officiating as Secretary of Security, to found Delacroix and Langley Legal. Oh, so she knows the Secretary of... Wow, I didn't know she had a law career going before she actively joined politics. Mr. Langley definitely has been around. So far so good on Mr. Langley's background, excluding the connection to Delacroix, everything seems unsurprising. What we need to know now is his connections to Abraham Goldshells and possibly the other members of Thought. Well, other than being Cassandra's boyfriend. And when Mrs. realized her ambition for politics, they parted ways. Oh. I don't think Argentino's, but he was in the army, which could connect him to Nina. I doubt that means he has any combat experience. Yeah, but it could... I don't know. I don't think that could do anything. Expertise. Knows how to handle various cases in assault, violent crimes, domestic violence, drug possession, gun possession, driving under influence, corruption, contract violation, forgery and fraud, identity theft, copyright infringements, parole and probation violations. Would you study all these different types of... criminal offense maybe. I was just like, this is a lot of stuff for just him. Track record include Lion Share scandal. Took the defense of the Hendricks. Acted on... So, that's a lot of government. I remember that perfectly well. Anyway, nobody missed the case at that time. It was either courageous or dumb. Seemingly, it turned out to be the former for some time. Now it might be the latter. Which, during this, they would have convincingly argued that Hendrick actually acted on behalf of the Secretary of Transportation during the fraudulent process and contact information. So there's his number, his email address, and his work address. Anything else here? No, let's go to the listener. Let's go. Why is Juliet talking to Joseph? Hello? Am I talking to Joseph Langley? Hello there. Yes, you are. And who would you be? I'm Juliet, Cassandra's friend. We spoke a couple of days ago. Yes, of course. Hey, Juliet. How can I help you? Well, by the way, I heard from Cassandra. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you yet. Honestly, I don't know where to start. Really? That's good. Where is she? It's not so good. She got arrested. What? Why? Wait, is this really just happening today? That was a couple of days ago. I was informed Cassandra has been taken into custody. Apparently they have new evidence regarding the attack on that officer. I tried to call immediately, but they claimed she didn't want to talk to me. That's their official statement. Where did they suddenly dig up new evidence from? You, unfortunately. I have no idea, but I just had it with their shenanigans. It's just so annoying that I cannot talk to her. I've been trying every president I know to get in contact with her. Joseph, this slightly aligns perfectly with another incident. You probably read the NNB today. You mean about the bombings perpetrator? Yes, the woman that died, Nina. She was a friend, and also a member of our group, Thought. Oh no, I'm sorry. I had no idea. It's okay. You couldn't have possibly have known. Or could you? You're right. This is very troubling. Wait. She didn't say anything. How does that have to do with anything? Come to think of it, Abraham asked me a favor for someone called Nina once, quite some time ago. I hope it wasn't this Nina. Might well be. I doubt Abe knew many other people named Nina. What was the favor about? Oh, just a small thing. Nothing of importance. He's a lawyer. He shouldn't be telling you, Juliet. I just spoke to Harrington, another member of our group. We agreed the police might be investigating us next. They might be on to everyone in Thought now. They might like us straight away. I mean, can they do that? Well, even with the safety bill in place, they still need solid indication that you're at all involved at the actual bombings. Although, honestly, I'm not sure what constitutes a solid indication these days. Is there anything we can do that you can do, maybe? Tell you all to shut up, probably. Juliet, I appreciate that you have come to me. It really is worrying, and I will take this on immediately. We're not it for Cassie. I made a mistake to set false priorities once. I owe Cassandra to get her out of this first. Joseph, Nina is dead. She got shot. There's no telling if we're next. Oh, well. That's a long pause. I need time to read into some more specialized codes of law again, write some emails, see if there is legal limbo, if there is basically anything I can do for Cassandra. Maybe I'll come across something that will help you as well. After all, these cases seem connected. It's all I can offer. I hope you understand. I do. Kind of a relief. Thank you. Wish I could do more. I will let you know. Okay, bye. Good luck, Juliet. Goodbye, Juliet. Probably also a good luck. Alright, so these two, Abe asked him for something on Nina. A favor for Miss Maternova. This could be important. Follow this lead. Maybe. I mean, he should. That's his girlfriend. Oh my gosh, so much going on. Let's read the response from the initiatives first. Troubling, very troubling. I am sorry for what happened. But answer me this one. How can I join Thought when I'm already a part of it? Send me your answer. What? So he is part of Thought? He is a member already. Why didn't he find any hits at his history with Thought then? Here, what's this website? I mean... yeah, he was born almost 100 years ago. Yeah, that's not true. to express. Friend me to. I don't believe. Grass and hats. Lazy password. National bread eating Olympiads. All the memes. So it begins. The web warrior hereby declares the data wars on all of you. So he made a game. That's cool. Horn versus Horn. Are you not entertained? Victor Rosen. It's not. Yeah, that's where Juliet works. Dear Victor, you're my idol. Really admire you and your style. You've got an awesome techno you call your own and wear shiny snake leather boots that have probably been assembled by children in Eustakia. So many hipsters look up to you, wanting to be just a little bit more like you. There's not much more a man could want in life. Something is bothering me, though. As the bright star of the tech world, you've got to improve your security. Look, if I used a login like vrosin and password it wouldn't be a big deal. No one would give a crap. But for a luminous figure as yourself, just imagine what would happen when someone who's nothing as benevolent as myself would find those out and post them openly, say on timelines or in another social media platform. Embarrassing, wouldn't it be? All I demand in return is to have a chat with you personally. There's something that has been bothering me for quite some time now. Even though I got a glimpse into the Rosin Ivory Tower already, you were never available. So let's give it another try. I use a chat tool called Silent Scream. I've written that myself, which will connect to any other chat tool. So use whatever you like. My nick for Silent Scream is Root. And he's somehow been at Rosin. Of course, he would have already gone there. Everyone I know who remotely into tech or programming wants to work there, which is quite mind-boggling to me. They actually hire a lot of interns, and only very few people get permanent contracts. Anything else? Alright. Let's go back to the listener. Wait. I think this one is first. Helping Hand. Hello, Joseph. I assume you know who I am. It has come to my attention that one of your clients, a certain Cassandra Watergate, is currently held in investigative custody. As far as I'm informed, the both of you have some kind of liaison. While this is not of my concern, it is heartbreaking to know lovers were apart from each other. I'm in position to change that if you deliver incriminating material for a person named Abraham Goldfields, a member of the activist group Thought, of whom I know you have been in contact with. Let me know if you're willing to assist me in this, and I will see it to it Cassandra receiving a helping hand as well. That is so weird. Are you kidding me? Is this her hacker friend again? Maybe. Laverne. Excuse me. Please excuse me mailing you on a Sunday, but I have an urgent matter at hand. I'm driving to the office now, and I need to use my private notebook. Can you please unlock ID, PC, blah blah blah, MAC address, blah blah blah, for a local network and server for me? Have a nice Sunday. Alright, so let's go into Insider. Oh, there's one thing I needed to mention. The head engineer warned me that apparently there was a glitch that caused devices we're monitoring to malfunction at times. You needn't worry though, this issue has now been fixed. Is this how Nina knew we were on? Is there anything going on here? Probably not. Alright. Let's go to trash first. Nothing interesting. Pictures. As an active supporter of a agency. He's not married. At least he wasn't. Oh. Is that him? So they were fishing buddies? I like this picture better. Dancing in the rain. Okay, system, browser history. That's... I mean, he's a lawyer. That's probably smart for him to delete his office emails. Our meeting. Mr. Yang, I'd like to thank you for your business meeting. I do not have the time for your... Ooh, wait, why would you have your bank account connected in your email? That's so weird. Thank you. I did not rush you. Oh, so this was the meeting he had. Feedback on your request from Karen Manilow. Hey Joseph, I've gone through your books as you requested. You may not notice it, but he has no money. But you're on your way to hit rock bottom. Business isn't running so well, it seems. Too few crimes. I suppose we must be doing something right. Or something wrong. If all the expenses are a mess, well, I would definitely agree with laying off Miss Winters. Ooh. I don't know if she... We care about Abraham, so I don't think... I think him needing money might be... I need to ask you for a favor. Ooh, Abram. My dear friend, Indublio. Ooh. If I may address you by that name once more. Ah, now we're friends. Maybe this friendship is worth investigating further then. I hope this mail finds you in good health. I'd like to apologize for not being able to write to you. I avoided writing financial support for Nina. He might have supported the bombings. You have to investigate this further, look for hints if there was ongoing financial support. Well, I have this thinking. Of course, so there's a young woman, and the circle is complete. She deservedly stumbled to trouble. You were a counsel on my case. So this is how they knew each other. Abram Goldschultz was his client, which raises the question, what was his case about? Without a doubt, you must have heard about the riots 2 days ago with the injured police officer. We knew about that. Alright. I don't think there is any system. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think we did everything there. Winter. No, I was about to say Winters, but we don't know anything about that. What's this? It's done. Thanks, Laverne. I have not been in contact. Uh-oh. I will deliver information on the thoughts. I didn't expect him to give in so easily. Let's wait and see where this goes. Alright, and then Harrison. They're chatting. Hello, wise butt. Anyone there? Actually, let's go to one of their profiles, I suppose. Hey, there should be a connection there. Ah, so you found your way here, Harrison. Digging through your TL was a pain. Why didn't you just tell me you wanted to chat? When you told me what happened to Nina, I went straight on to research. I got the impression that the Gov is up to no good. Great work, Captain Obvious. I did find something you won't like a bit. What? Orwell. Uh-oh. What is Orwell? That is a good question. Oh no, we did everything to keep it outside the nation until we're ready for reevaluation, and now? It's unfortunate people have become aware of it ahead of time. We must tread very carefully now. They will not speak so openly any longer, I fear. It seems like it's a surveillance that can put everything on the web under surveillance. What exactly do you mean by everything? Everything that's in this very convo, every call, webpage, maybe PCs, whatever. You're BSing me. I'm not, man, I'm not. I wish I was. Let's assume for a second you're right. How do they pull this off? Storage alone is one thing, but actively going through all of it? They outsource surveillance to people outside the nation. Those people are supposed to collect pieces of information from websites, all kinds of communication and whatnot, and send it to the Orwell mainframe. It's safe to assume that nothing is safe anymore. How come we've never heard of it? Even more importantly, how come you have? I have very good connections to some hackers outside the nation. They know a thing or two about secret recruiting for this crap without letting people in the nation know. Don't know how exactly they pulled that off, but they do. And that also explains what happened to Nina, I guess. That's so fudging crazy. I can't believe it. Do they have no decency? No fudging respect for privacy? And for Nina? Heck, this is all what we fought against. Harrison, don't. You need to watch your tongue. I don't need to effing watch my tongue. Chill. Please chill, man, or we will regret it. Oh, I will never chill until this madness stops. I already got an idea. Tailor-made for you. Man, if you discuss things like that here, you'll get us both locked up. Let's meet somewhere then. Yeah, and say the word and they will be there too. There must be something we can do to talk without the possibility of someone snooping around. We can't stand around doing nothing. Well, there's one thing. It's a bit risky. You are using my chat tool right now as well, aren't you? Well, if I wanted to live my life in a cage, I'd go to a effing zoo. The system needs to be shut down. Yeah, it's an abominable, but yeah, I am. This tool has a built-in cipher. This custom encryption algorithm, written by me, easy to break, but off record, and that's what we need. They probably cannot break this, not right away. Gives us a couple messages probably. What are you waiting for? Go for it. Oh, it's about to be gibberish. Okay, I'll activate it now. Just remember to write quickly. And keep your fingers crossed this will work at all. Ugh, bunch of symbols. Oh my gosh. I'm getting reports of unknown cryptography here. Don't worry. Orwell should break the encryption in mere seconds. A bunch of symbols. Even more symbols. Harrison sent some symbols. Even more symbols from Harrison. It could work. I will need some time to localize the entry point, and then I'll only have seconds. One thing, what will you do with what I find there? What are you talking about? I needs to know. I'm super nosy. Start a war on the government. Man, I don't know. You're talking about war and crap gives me the chills. You told me you don't have any love for the Gov. You were just already part of thought. Now prove it. Your chance to do something with relevance to it, instead of hacking people's sites for fun. Oh well. Okay, fine. Time to get to work. Don't forget to send me your stuff. O'Donnell out. National Hobo just published. Best to see what you're for yourself. Is this the group responsible? No, there's something here. Yeah. Has contact with hackers that are found out about Orwell, so we can look at them. The real hacker network, huh? Unfortunately, cannot go after people outside the nation. Yeah. What's this? Mr. O'Donnell, it has been brought to our attention you have actively participated in suspicious groups in the past or present. I consider it necessary to elaborate how this is against the work regulations and our expectations of neutrality towards every journalist employed by the National Beholder. We are hereby informing you about the immediate termination of your work contract regarding the National Opinion column and any other articles, texts, or reports. Well, it was the opinion. So he's been laid off. Ouch. Side effect of the leak, probably. I wonder what else got out to the TMBF. Most of all, who did this? Probably the part I did not read. Is this group responsible for the Botan bombings? Botan apps. I imagine you are looking my way now, aren't you? I certainly have no idea who leaked this info, certainly not me. Only very few people can access the data on our backend. This doesn't exactly aid us in our investigations, quite the opposite, probably. We need to hurry. I'm reading, though. Botan bombing perpetrator Nina M. apparently was a member of an activist group Thought. Are they involved in the incidents? Is it possible this was Joseph? The group Thought runs a blog in which most articles are locked for the public. Has it been used for planning the assaults? It seems the Botan bombing perpetrator yesterday identified as Nina M. might not have been working alone. Information leaked to us from a reliable source implies she belonged to a Botan-based group called Thought. The self-proclaimed activist groups. See? Oh, that's a typo. Activist groups seems to be behind a number of violent demonstrations that have been held around Botan. One of the articles on their mostly locked up blog also quotes from Die Gedanken sind frei, the lyrics occurring in the letters spread prior to the bombings. If and how their group is indeed also involved in the bombings is left to speculation for the moment. We have already requested the administrators of the blog for an official statement, but have yet to receive any form of response. So I saw there was an update to this website. Ooh, internal case. Not my problem right now. Catharsis. I'm guessing there's more, comments. So you're the guys who bombed the Freedom Memorial, huh? A hearty FU to you. I hope you effers die of cancer. Get why you kill someone. Bunch of F-offs. Interesting. Okay. So let's check his bank accounts. Because we are nosy. Alright. The Mirage. The client meeting. A donation. Wait, why is he sending a donation? He broke. Well, he supposedly broke. Aha, so there might be something to the connection between Joseph and Nina. After all, you can find one indication that might be meant for Nina. It would be enough for investigative custody. Salary, interest. Wow, he has a lot of money for interest. Client. Okay. So he's sending money somewhere. He fishes. I want to hear about the government case first, though. So this was 10 days ago? No, 2 years ago. So defendant who would be Abram was accused of breaching the terms of employment contract with the plaintiff that was entered on a couple of weeks ago. Let's see. The plaintiff's Abram Goldfields worked for the government. Are you positive? This is a true surprise to me. I've never heard this name here. Never. Someone must know him if that is true. Then how did he work for the... Wait, is the school part of the government? Maybe? Why was he sued over a breach of contract? The plaintiff's claim was granted, though a medical condition of the defendant could be proven by his physician, Dr. Daniel Lyons. The court could see no justification for the defendant's absence of work, since the defendant appears to be in a healthy condition at the time of the verdict. The court was able to recognize a breach of terms of the employment contract, causing substantial losses for the plaintiff by the defendant. The defendant is sentenced to compensate the plaintiff by paying a compensation equal to his previous salary during a 6-month time span. Additionally, the defendant must reimburse any salary he might have received during his absence. So he's sick. The whole "he looks healthy" thing is so stupid, especially as me with someone with a disability. I'm like, looking healthy means nothing. This seems to explain a lot. He felt too sick for work, tried to get out, was charged for it instead, and was found guilty. Considering the facts, the bombings are starting to look like a very weird kind of vendetta to me. Hive time we find Abram Goldfields. Yeah, so he was super sick, yet was able to do this. Sure. Who is this? What's going on here? He's saying he can't take on extra work. That's fine. What is this? Oh, they think it's a friend, but they don't know yet. Yeah, I found that earlier. What's this? Standing ongoing support. Oh, the finances. I need to figure out the money, what the money is for. Alright. Freedom is unfree. Is this more? Yes. Writing stuff. Interesting, unexpected proposal. More guests. No. Hey, Goldfields, you cannot be serious. I do not want to see you work for the government, Gabe. Don't do that. Nothing good has ever come out of anything they've done. You do that and I'm out. Your most loyal reader, out. Just like that, seriously. I have no intention to work for the government, yet I wonder what might be the root of this. Alright. Dear reader, yesterday a most uncomfortable inquiry reached me. Out of all the possibilities the universe has to offer, this is one I would expect at last. The government has requested me work for them. The government. The very same government bringing forth the dangerous safety bill, allowing to prosecute on suggestive evidence alone. I do not understand the nature of this call. They did their research, as they were aware of my views and all my work in Seligan. Why would they specifically call on me then? This got me puzzled to the utmost, and they cannot seem to work out what they need me. All I have been told is that my work would be needed on a large-scale, groundbreaking project, buzzwords bereft of meaning. Naturally, they would not elaborate on any questions. Naturally, I refused the contract. So he had to break a contract, yet he refused? Okay. Goldfields refused at first, then took the contract after all, only to then breach? Odd. Agreed. Ooh, database. Okay, so this seems like a real address. Abrams address. Well done. I'll request a team for investigation immediately. I somehow doubt he's around. Continue your work. I'll notify you when the team has reported back to me. Alright. Patient has reported increasingly nagging pain in the epigastric region he's experienced for several months, especially during nights, combined with a feeling he described as similar to nausea. Patient also reported decreased appetite, resulting in weight loss over the recent months. Patient visited due to referral of his GP to exclude carcinomas. So they're going to look for cancer. Sonographic localization of the upper abdomen undertaken shows a dilation of bile duct in the head of the pancreas. CT undertaken to clarify infestation of lymph nodes surrounding and distant organs. Shows an infestation of para-aortic lymph nodes. No pathological findings on other organs. Blood sample taken to check for tumor markings, awaiting for lab reports. Lab report shows tumor marker CA19-9. So it's probably a primary tumor. A carcinoma tumor the size of approximately 2.8 centimeters has been found on the head of the pancreas. Cancer. Oh, cancer. I studied cancer, so definitely know this can be serious. Several para-aortic lymph nodes metastases have been detected. Distant metastasis on surrounding organs cannot be diagnosed. So the T and M, I think it's tumor size 3, node 1, and metastasis. Like whether there's serious metastasis, I think that's what that is. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've needed to know that info. Unfortunately, the tumor has surpassed the state of being operable due to the metastasis found on the para-aortic lymph nodes. Once stuff's in the lymph nodes, it's just really hard to get to. The patient has been informed about this circumstance as well as the fact that average life expectancy is 6 to 12 months at this state of the cancer. The outliers with years to live exist, which he seemed to receive composedly. Administering a palliative chemical treatment to improve the symptoms has been strongly suggested, but has been refused by the patient. So, if this was 2 years ago, and he disappeared a year ago, there's no way he's still alive. That is so harsh, but it does mean this man has nothing to lose. He's not... I don't think he's alive. Oh, we also have a date of birth for him. That might be helpful. Is there anything else? Yeah, he's... Also, do they have the same doctor? No, they don't. I just wanted to see that real quick. So the Fish Club, which both Jeffrey and Goldfels would have been friends. Oh look, Watergate. We get together every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 at this site. I don't think we really need to know much. Timelines. Gallery. Catch of the Month trophy goes to Joseph, a red bound 29 pounds. Congrats. That's huge. Thanks, guys. Logger is on me. Here. Let's go to more pictures. I guess that's the best guy. I don't see anything here. He has been around for some time as a temporary member. Now he has made the best decision of his life and joined us. Welcome to the club, Abraham. Welcome, Abe. Welcome. Did Abe's talk on this? Are you kidding me? I thought this was a club for men. We just let anyone in. We never had a slur. People think Abraham is gay. So Joseph agreed that Abraham being gay had nothing to do with anything. Your wife, Barbara, divorced you. Oh my gosh. And I want this picture for Abe now. So Joseph is possibly divorced. I mean, kickbait is honestly disgusting. I don't think we should think about his private life. That's fine. We need to find where that extra data chunk is. Is anything happening here? No. I've been skeptical about this foundation, but they have been officially approved as a beneficial operation. I guess it's a good cause after all. Main thing is this is signed. Right, wait, no. What's the thing that... the conflict? I think I need to decide whether this is a conflict or not. Excuse me for sounding like a broken record, but these are major issues I see. Apart from your number of clients dropping steadily, your expenses since the end 2016 have gone up. Then there's this recurring donation that has been going on for some time, but you have to stop. When was this signed, though? I need to know. So, and also, Stein said this was a real organization. I mean, like, unless Nina... Okay, so he was asked to, didn't mean that he did. Also, this is Watergate, which is not Nina, Cassandra's name, right? Yeah. He's asked, but there's no proof that he did, right? I don't remember where he was asked for financial support. Something going on here, please. I need something else to look at because I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. I wish I had a date for this. Because, like, I am only quite positive that he's sending money to here. This is... I mean, I have proof of this. I don't have proof of anything else. Oh, this is what the payments are for. Guess Mr. Langley is off the hook then. Oh, more information. Alright. Harrison. Stop calling your ex. Hey. Seems the Gov just fired the first shots our way. Seems so. Are you gonna talk, Juliet? I thought they might take longer to trace it all back to thought. I didn't expect that TNB would openly write about that. Those effers fired me. They did? So quickly. Wow, they must have really loved you. Now, there's another thing. Cass has been arrested, her lawyer told me. What? F. Just as I thought it couldn't get worse. Yep, but it was about new evidence of the officer injury, not these bombings. Looks like some ugliness is heading our way from all sides at once. Think the police will follow this lead too? Of course, just a matter of time. Harrison? I'm scared. Yeah. Don't be. She should be. But did your hacker say something? Oh, that. He's being really weird. This guy is crazy. Completely nuts. I don't know why I ever thought of asking him. Don't get your hopes up. Oh crap. What about this lawyer you talked to? Seems like we'll have to use for him soon. Joseph says he's busy trying to get Cassandra out. That son of a... Understandably so. What would you do if whatever her name was arrested, huh? What would you do if I was? No one's asking about you, Juliet. Yeah, I get it. No need to lecture me, Jules. But Joseph did say he might give us advice if he finds anything. Yeah, of course he will, right after he sends us his invoice. You're not fair. We gotta face it. We're on our own in this. But, wait a sec. Huh? He did just text me and give me a second. Right, I'm going. Be right back. Hello, Juliet. Oh, hi again. I had a look at the news. Yeah, it's exactly what we feared. Why are you looking at the news and not your law textbooks? It's looking pretty harsh, yes, but I made an interesting discovery about what we need to have a word about. We need to talk to you and your colleague, Harrison? Yes, I was just chatting to him. I can set up a conference call. He's eager to meet with you. That would be great. Give me a moment. Alright, so I'm gonna guess you're starting something new. He wants to talk. Let me set up a conference call. What? Wait. Nina mentioned the cops were wiretapping her calls. Said it yourself. Why not chat? I think a call is much more appropriate for legal counsel. Raises less eyebrows, and chats might be logged just as easily. We're just a couple seeking advice, right? Couple? We need to do this. Don't speak too openly. Don't mention wiretaps, okay? I don't like this, but alright. Right, so off to the call. Hello? Hey. Hey, Joseph. Seems this is working. Hello, Harrison, I presume? Yeah, and you're the law guy? Right, the law guy. Call me Joseph. Alright, Joseph. I just read about your group on the TMB. I guess this isn't exactly brightening things for you? You could say that. So Jules here has a big faith in your skills. Joseph, care to elaborate on what you found out? Yes, okay. So, you all know the safety bill? Yes. Yeah. All in all, is an aggregation of paragraphs to get people behind bars much more easily and to pry on their lives if necessary. If necessary? No, they use it as a sorry excuse for spying on people all the time and intimidate them. Yes, I understand. What's particularly dangerous about it for you is that the individuals might be prosecuted by mere indication of threats to the nation. In a specific situation, it will be more than enough to point out a word you say in a rage to consider you dangerous. That's enough to hold you for some time. But what is even more problematic for you is the so-called transitivity of your indication. The what? You all form a group, an activist group. This links you with one another. Now, if there is a sufficient indication that, say, Abraham created thought to commit crimes or even acts of terrorism, well, they have grounds to arrest you all. But we didn't do anything. How's this just? This is so freaking outrageous. They'll twist and turn their so-called evidence until they get what they need. You will need to be very, very careful from now on. We can do something about this, right? We need explicit evidence showing Abraham created this group to be peaceful. Prove it beyond any doubt. This is why I need to ask you about Abraham, to find out his original intentions. Well, ask away. The two of us were friends for a while, but I never got the feeling he told me a lot about what was going on in his life. He was quite reclusive. Indeed, that's what he was like, except when he was around Thought. How was Thought formed? He found out about me by discovering my blog, said he wanted to start a debate club. I was fine, we had a couple of lame meetings, nothing much happened. A debate club, then? That would be good. That could hardly be regarded as a terrorist cell. Yeah, but Abe was obsessed with getting his message out, make people aware of what the government was doing. Well, that could be misinterpreted. What about the protest? We went with Nina's plan for the Circle Mall. Turned out to be a catastrophe. And Juliet, at what point did you join Thought? During my studies, I met Abraham online by chance. He motivated me to take his course. Then Jules took over the planning for the other two protests. So, would you say Abraham intended violence and outrage? No. Abe hated violence. He wanted us to stay peaceful at all times. This is positive. So it is an individual planning this? Did someone in particular incite this? False intentions and bad planning caused this. You, Nina, me, each and every one of us is guilty of deviating from Abe's intention in their own way. Jules, you don't know what you're talking about. It was Nina. She neglected Abe, just not us. Harrison, nobody is innocent here. Not me, not you, nobody. I fear this is not getting anywhere. Make sure you won't be persecuted as a whole group. I will need to speak to Abraham. He's gone. We don't know where. We don't know how to reach him. Sadly, yes. Oh, well, I need to get back to writing some emails to get Cassandra out of this mess. Of course I understand. Yeah. I suppose it's going to benefit you two as well if Cassandra is removed from custody. So don't worry. I'll get back to you. Goodbye, Joseph, and thanks. Yeah, thanks. Don't mention it. Goodbye. User quit the session. Well, your lawyer wasn't too hopeful. Come on, give him a rest. This is a complicated situation for all of us. Yeah, so what next? I suggest we meet somewhere in town and come up with a good plan. What about the old meeting place? You mean that place? Yeah, of course. Just need to do something first. Don't let me wait too long, okay? Yeah, see ya. See you there. What old meeting place? Let's go with Juliet. She was the one that suggested it. But where are they going? Somewhere important to them, huh? Shame they didn't say. But arresting either of them is out of the question at this time anyway. We don't have enough evidence against them. But... deviated, false intentions, you, Nina, me. What do you mean by in their own way? I personally think all of them. Show conflict. Yeah, I know what the conflict is, but I need to choose which one. And like the thing is, yes, Nina was the last one, but I'm suspicious of all of them. I mean, I think if they all are in custody, we can question them, but I'm just so suspicious of all of them right now. And there's no way it was just Nina. I am convinced at this point that Abraham is dead, based on his medical records. Sorry guys, I'm suspicious of all of you. I'm not sure if I'm willing to believe that this is really contradictory to what Abraham Goldfels wanted. If so, why didn't he do anything about it? Okay, so that... I think information about him in this way is important. I think I'm just gonna add... Ooh. Mr. Goldfell seems quite the charmer. Look at all the people gathered around him. What is going on here? Topic. How to start repairing my notebook. Alright. Ooh. Hey, I got this new notebook for my studies as a Christmas present from my parents. Was working. Blah blah blah. I think your father is right. Interesting. Okay. Don't. Oh, okay. So either way, we have her computer. Let's look at Juliet's computer. Trash. Readings from Caba Cabana. Who are you? Oh. Orwell has lost connection to the main server. Hello? The connection to the main server has been re-established. Do you receive my message? I'm guessing why isn't this working? Are you receiving my message? There we go. I just had some kind of strange connection problem. It was like the mainframe had vanished. Still got some data lost between the servers and here. Seems it's slowly going back to normal again. We had a joker who thought he could intrude our database. InfoSec says they averted the attack. Huh? Oh, okay. Who is that? I need to know. I've changed my mind. You won't get anything from me. Cool. System. Browser. Joseph Harrison. National holder. Okay. This looks pretty normal, I suppose. Stella again. Your course. Dear Juliet. You're very welcome to write me in any way you find appropriate, and frankly I'm happy about your open and honest message. Speaking to you, I got the impression you are a very clever young woman who is afraid to believe in herself, which is a shame because I don't see any reason for it. People will always find a way to be cruel, to be judgmental towards you. That doesn't mean you have to take heart. Let me tell you something I rarely tell other people. I came to the nation from Greblingen, a tiny village near Stuttgart in Germany where I still have a family. It's one of those places where everyone knows everyone, without any exceptions. My childhood and adolescence were entirely determined by this atmosphere of being watched, evaluated constantly. It was made worse by the fact that I could not live up to all the expectations directed at me. I ended up trying to be who people wanted me to be. It was a maddening, abysmal stupidity, horrid for everyone involved. I would never want you to make the same mistake, but it sparked my interest in what I teach. so at least there's something positive to come from it. Come to think of it, I'm part of a small group of people who are just in line with the topics you're interested in. I am certain you would find yourself appreciated there. I'll give you more information in person in one of my courses should you continue to attend, which I certainly hope you do. Look forward to seeing you in the course. Abraham Goldfells. So this is where he's from. I'll look at that later. I want to finish going through her email. The modern dangers of the omnipresent digital information. The modern world is a transitory state towards omnipresence of digital information. Processes, goods, even money transcend their physical form and continue their existence in the abstract form of data, mere units of information that either represent or describe the associated object. While this yields a lot of comfort, especially regarding the speed of exchange and accessibility to said processes or goods, naturally this also has a downside. In this essay, I will consider the problems that arise from the nature of the omnipresent and arguably omnipotent information. For this essay, I will focus mainly on two such problems: A, the unlimited reproduction of data, and B, the interpretation of bits of this is all crap that isn't point, you can do better. Oh yeah, that sounds about right for most emails. Alright, desktop Rosin is last name regarding material for PR. Verbs. Hey Barry, Maria asked me to get some specifics on a project with internal codename Demiurge. What is Demiurge? I'll send the authorization key to access the info separately. Can you get that info? USB drives. Synchronous over asynchronous communication. Go meet in person always. You just started here a month. Wait, 2017. Yeah, that is when she started having problems with her family. Oh well. Help find Gunther Ahrens. Who's always hoped to be found. Missing, loving dad and husband. So his real name is Gunther Ahrens. How could I possibly miss this? I'm such an idiot. It is legitimate to change your name when immigrating, yet very few people do so. That's what Mr. Goldfelds, Ahrens, must have done. Yeah. He's been missing since 1993. He was reported missing in 1993, the year he immigrated. What did he do? My dear Gunther has been missing for several years now. One day Gunther did not return from work. Colleagues and friends claimed they had not seen him, nor have any clue where he might have gone to. We put all our hope on the new possibilities of the web to continue our search, maybe find him someday. Gunther, I have not lost confidence that you are still out there. You would never abandon us. You wouldn't, I know it. If you ever read this, please call or write. Just give us something to know what became of you. We are not mad. We will never be mad. We are just waiting for you. Your loving wife, Margaret, and daughter, Ava Ahrens. So they're like, he might have a child. I'm like, that doesn't prove he's not gay. That's the thing. Yeah, that's not in conflict with him being gay, technically. Let's go to the listener, though. A gift for you. Attacking Orwell worked, not for long. I got you a gift. Take a look on the Thought web server. Handle with care. Is something? This guy was behind the back-end breakdown. I should have known. That's why it was so pathetic. Okay, go to Thought. Obituaries. Wait, why are we looking at... Uh-oh. Yeah. Gunther Ahrens is dead. You're telling me we've been chasing a dead man all this time? This is downright impossible. I mean, he did write an email to Nina Maternova just yesterday, didn't he? Oh, I'm beginning to hate the fact we can only look at points of data without knowing the full history. Yeah. The truth is in there, we just don't see it. Damn it, screw all this. Screw Orwell. I need to think. Look at all the facts again. Just watch for a while and let me know if anything new happens, okay? No. So, the report from the team at Abrams' address just came in. It was completely abandoned. No furniture left, nothing. Which is no longer a surprise, I guess. I suppose so. Gunther Ahrens, age 63, passed away at his home near Bonn. Though he was friends with many, very few people knew the true person behind his gentle smile. Although his achievements in life were numerous, Gunther was a person always filled with self-doubt. There is no wonder, considering the world wronged him over and over again. Yes, he had his mistakes. He wasn't innocent. Who is? Gunther always did what he thought was right. He deserved better. I will miss you dearly, my friend. Who posted this? Also, who... Uh-oh. The Orwell Project by Hancock. With all the new people on our site, proper introductions are in order. Why, hello there. Where did all those people come from? Might it be due to the fact that the effing biggest newspaper in the goddarn nation just published an article on us? Didn't think they still had an audience that large. The irony is not lost on me. We tried and tried and tried to get our message through. But whatever we did, it wasn't enough to get your attention. And now you show up on our doorstep, uninvited, yet still wanting attention. Welcome, bienvenue, welcome. Now that you are here, let's have a small chat, shall we? We've got someone here who's desperately eager to meet you all. Meet my good friend, Benjamin Costian. Benjamin meet the world. On first sight, Benjamin seems like a fine man, doesn't he? 32 or so in his best years, lives in a cozy house, even has a pregnant fiancée named Amy Peters. Never would guess what a terrible secret he hides. See, Benjamin here is a government agent. In a project they apparently call Orwell. Never heard of it? No surprise. I hadn't either. They don't want us to know, at least not yet. Orwell makes it mind-numbingly easy to spy on all of you, just with a few mouse clicks. Ordinary people recruited from anywhere in the world make those mouse clicks seem as if it were all just a game. Then there is Benjamin. He is the guy who receives your data, has an elaborate look at it and says, this is the one we'll put in jail. This is the one's life we're going to F up. That's one heck of a job, isn't it? Now you might ask, where did this Hancock fella get this info from? The answer is, from the Orwell Project itself, because the thing isn't even secure. No, I don't expect you to believe me just like that. I'd like to propose something better. Go and ask Benjamin. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that you don't know him. No problemo. Here's his address. Oh my gosh. Luckily this is a game and not real doxing. If you would kindly visit him and send him my best regards, that would be much appreciated. He'll take care of the crap that sit on the other side of this Orwell project who dig through all your personal files and grin while they look at your nude photographs. Thought is your friend. We'll get them for you, promise. Your thoughts must be free again. Hancock. Okay, so this is a part of a game that I remember quite clearly, which is why I read through that and we'll just experience this together. So let's talk about Harrison's friend, Benjamin Costigan. I am not friends with Why am I? Where did that come from? I will grant you to add more, if there is any. I want to know. I need to know. So, oops. Brandon. Benjamin. No. He has a pregnant fiance. I also thought that was how you spelled the male version of fiance. No. He's a government agent working for Orwell. How is this possible? This cannot be happening. I need to go home now. Should I mention that they have your address? Is that rude? Or you're already gone? Okay then. Bye, Stimes. So Stimes is gone, and that means we must also go. But that was a very interesting episode that will have a full and very careful wrap up tomorrow. Well, I guess next week for you guys, but in game tomorrow. But yeah, that last interaction with quote unquote Benjamin is like one of the only clear things I remember from this game. But just experiencing that again was just mwah, chef's kiss. But yeah, I have a feeling I know this is gonna be wrapped up soon because I know this game is only 5 days long. But I will definitely be playing the second game right after this. Just because I just love this game series so much, and I actually kind of wish they'll play more. But they'll make more games, and it'll be super interesting. And super sorry about my volume in the beginning. That did get fixed, luckily. But yeah, that was just lots of adrenaline going, trying to get through everything. But I had a great time this time, unlike last time, because that was something. But I will definitely see you guys next time with more Orwell. So I will see you guys later. Bye!